Tottenham fans. I'm feeling very, very, very positive today. I've just hit 3,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone that's subscribed. Thank you to everyone that's contributed to the channel. Really, really much appreciated. And as I'm so positive today, this is going to be an ultra positive video. So beware. This could be too positive for you and you might need to switch off now, but don't, please just stay here because it's not going to be too bad. It'll be all right. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 6 reasons why Tottenham fans need to be very, very optimistic and really confident about the future, because I feel we are heading in the right direction, and I really do feel that Spurs, if they get these things right that I'm going to talk about in today's video, I really do think that Spurs could be challenging near the top in the next few seasons. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you again. I'm on 3,000 subscribers and I'm now on the way to 4,000 subscribers. It's absolutely unreal. I never even thought I'd get 100. So, reason 1. Investment in sport and success. Now, we heard from ENIC that they're going to start taking the on-pitch sporting success seriously now, and whether you believe them or not, the proof will be in the pudding come January and in the summer transfer window next summer. So I'm pretty excited about it, and one of the main reasons why I'm excited about it, because everything's changed at Spurs. You don't change everything in the background. You don't change all the boardroom, the director. You don't take out the manager and all the coaches if you didn't want to go in a different direction. What's the point of changing everything just to go back into the same direction? I honestly do believe them when they say they want to enjoy more sport and success. I think the light bulb is actually hit them after we won that Europa League, when they finally realised that, hold on a minute, winning things actually gives us more money. Maybe we should start winning things. Maybe they think now if we start buying the decent players with a decent manager and we win things, that investment that you put into the team will only come back tenfold. Not only that, the more you win, the more worldwide you'll get seen and the more worldwide support you will gain. So I think the light bulb moment is hit for ENIC now, and I really do believe that they will be pushing for our on-pitch success. And that's not been happening for the last 24 years. We've got pretty lucky with Pochettino, with the signings we made, because if you think about it, we had like signings like Kyle Walker for about 5 million. Danny Rose was only £1 million. Eric Dyer was £5 million. Toby was about 12 mil. You know, these weren't expensive signings, but they all just seemed to gel. Harry Kane came through the academy, which was absolutely insane. The best striker we've ever had has come through the academy at this time. Sonny was bought, an unknown Song Heung-min came in as well. You know, so all of them started to gel together and they became an elite side. So, but that was lucky. Now, with the investment, and I think the way, and when I talk about the rest of the things we're doing and going forward, if they all merge together, this could be a super team. Now, second reason, Levy is gone. Now, I sort of spoke about that in the first, but Levy being gone, I'm so looking forward now to the January transfer window, where I'm hoping that when we're going for transfers that they're not going to drag out, and we'll be starting to hit our number 1 targets without Levy trying to get every single pound off. If we have a number 1 target, we go for that number 1 target and get that number 1 target within a few days, rather than taking weeks and weeks and weeks and then ended up losing out to them. It would be absolutely insane if we completely reversed what we were doing, completely changed it, hit targets that we want to hit, improve that first 11 and really push on from there. January is going to be a big month for Spurs to see whether we have got ambition and whether we have changed the way we do transfers. So with Levy gone, now is the time for ENIC to show us that it was Levy and not them. If it's the same, then we'll say, well, why did you sack Levy then? Because you're doing the same thing. So Levy wasn't the problem. Now, Reason 3, Thomas Frank. Now, Thomas Frank has come in. We've lost one game in 10 games so far, 1 in 11 if you count PSG. We're undefeated in the last 7 games so far, and Frank has only just got started. And the reason why this is something to look forward to is Frank always starts slow in all of his jobs. It takes him time to learn what the players can and can't do. It takes time for Frank to embed his system and his philosophy to the players. It takes time for Frank to improve younger players and forward players. It takes time for Frank to make the team solid first and then work on attack. He's doing all of that slowly, and he has started slowly, but we're still only with 1 defeat. That just tells me this squad was nowhere near a 17th place squad, and Frank is getting the best out of what he's got so far and tweaking it a little bit with some signings. Frank could really make this team cook. I do honestly believe that I've already seen improvements in Archie Gray. I've seen improvements in Papa Sarr. I've seen improvements in Bergvall. I've seen real small improvements now in Tell, in Odeberg. Romero looks absolutely solid at the moment. Van de Ven is absolutely crazy. Porro is one of the best right backs in the league at the moment if you check his stats. So he is really already implemented improvements in this side, and he's really early into his tenure. I'm so looking forward to when he's been here for 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, and with backing Thomas Frank, I believe is going to take us up a massive level in a year or two's time. If you just give him the time, be patient with him. I know some people are complaining about the pragmatic style, but at the moment he does play pragmatic, but he won't always play like that. I promise you. When he was at Brentford, he started off pragmatic, tried to make them solid so they stayed in the league. Then eventually, over the years, they became an attacking side. Remember last season, Brentford scored a goal in the first minute for 3 or 4 games in a row. It was absolutely crazy. They were like the 5th highest goal scorers as well in the league. So he's not all about defence. He does work on attack as well, and he does improve forward players. Look at Tony, look at Wissa, look at Sade, look at Mbeumo. All of these players, Watkins, all of these players improved massively under Frank, and I believe he will do the same with our attacking players, and our attacking players were probably on a higher level to what those players were when they first started with him. So exciting times to have Thomas Frank around at the moment. I really do think he's going to do an amazing job. Now, reason 4, we have a wealth of youth coming through. Now, so many exciting prospects are coming through. Usually we have 1 or 2, and then they come through and sometimes they don't work out. Sometimes they get overrated and then they don't work out. And we're all like, oh, back to this again. The only one that's really become a superstar is Harry Kane. You can say Harry Winks to an extent. He came through and done very, very well. Skip was okay. He done pretty well. He got into the first team football. But Harry Kane is levels above. But we have got some players that have potential to go real high at this club. And it's not just the academy players, but I mean just young players in general. We've got players like Vuskovic, who is smashing it out in Germany at the moment at age of 18 years old. All the top clubs around Germany are now watching him because of how good this guy is at just 18 years old. He broke a record as well, winning 18 aerial duels in 1 game. That's absolutely insane. We've got players like in the academy, like Williams Barnett playing in the number 10, scoring hat-tricks against players that are 4 years older than him. He's absolutely brilliant, skillful, and he's got his head screwed on. You've got Junai Byfield, centre-back, that's only just turned 17, I think. So he's an absolute monster. He's so good on the ball, very good defensively, quick, brings the ball out from the back, links up with the midfield as well. He's such a good player as well for his age. You got players like Yang, that's come from South Korea. He's starting to come on leaps and bounds now in the championship. We've just got so many good players coming through. It's absolutely insane. And then you've got to think about the young players we've already got, like Bergvall and Gray. They're just getting better and better every week. So the wealth of youth is actually coming through this side. It's absolutely incredible. No one's even talking about Mason Melia yet. He came from Ireland. He is getting high praise as well. So he's a striker, by the way. He could come through and do very, very well. So there's a wealth of talent of youngsters coming through. There's loads I haven't named as well. just loads of them coming through. So that is something to look forward to. If we mix the investment in sport and success correctly, if we back Thomas Frank, if we sign the players that he needs, but also the youth come through and improve the squad even more, that is 4 decent things that can happen. And speaking of that, our first team is about 2 or 3 players away from being elite, from being one of the best teams probably in the Premier League, if you sign 2 or 3 more players in positions where I think we're weak, but other people might not. It may be solved by Frank improving the players as well. But if you think about left wing, if we signed, let's just pull names out of the hat. If we signed a Semenyo on the left wing, if we signed a prolific goal scorer, and if we, I think, sign another goalkeeper, an absolute world-class goalkeeper, then we would have a brilliant first 11, in my opinion. Absolute brilliant. And then you'd have to just work on the squad a little bit more with a few tweaks and a few youngsters coming through. And all of a sudden, exciting times at Spurs. It really is. We are very hard to beat at the moment already. Can you imagine Frank in this job for 6 to 7 more months? So, last thing, 6th thing, is players to come back as well. We've had such a good start to the season. We're 3rd in the league, but we haven't had Maddison, Kulusevski, Mwani, or Solanke, 4 attacking players missing as well from this squad that are all coming back soon as well. Not to mention Takai and Dragushin are back in training as well. 2 centre-backs that we can now start rotating into the team. Gives us a lot more squad depth. We haven't seen much from Takai or Mwani yet, but those 2 could be absolutely brilliant players. We don't even know yet. Mwani has obviously done it in other leagues, and he has been absolutely sensational. It was only 2 years ago he got sold for I think 85 million euros. So he's not rubbish. He's a good player. And if he can show those levels with us, Spurs are going to be elevated again up to another level. And if Takai, he said he's comfortable at playing left centre-back as well. So he may even be good cover for Van der Ven. As he's a Japanese international, by the way, 21 years old, 6'4", and very, very front-footed in the tackle as well, a bit like Romero is. He likes getting his foot in. So exciting times for Spurs at the moment. Very, very exciting times. And if all of these things knit together, if we can, mix it just right and get the right mixture of youth, experience, quality, management, everything, just for the sport and success to succeed, it could be something Spurs fans should be really, really excited about. Now, I know this is an over excited video. I understand that. But because I hit 3,000, I wanted to make it extra positive, extra happy, and something for us to actually, we should be proud that we're doing well at the moment. If you're doing well, then be happy about it. I'm not going to always keep complaining about little things that are not going right when the majority of the things are going right. And when we win games, I'm going to be happy. When we lose games, I'm going to be upset. But it's just finding that middle ground to say don't over exaggerate and don't underappreciate at the same time. Anyway, I'm babbling on. Let me know in the comments what you think of today's video. Are you excited for Tottenham's future? What do you think we can even do this season? Thank you for watching, and come on you Spurs.